In my whole life, I have known no wise people who didn't read all the time. None. Zero. Develop into a lifelong self-learner through voracious reading. Cultivate curiosity and strive to become a little wiser every day. As long as I have a book in my hand, I don't feel like I'm wasting time. I constantly see people rise in life who are not the smartest, sometimes not even the most diligent, but they are learning machines. Spend each day trying to be a little wiser than you were when you woke up. Day by day, and at the end of the day, if you live long enough like most people, you will get out of life what you deserve. I believe in the discipline of mastering the best that other people have ever figured out. I don't believe in just sitting down and trying to dream it all up yourself. Nobody's that smart. Learning from the success and failure of others is the fastest way to get smarter and wiser without a lot of pain. You don't have to pee on an electric fence to learn not to do it. There is no better teacher than history in determining the future. There are answers worth billions of dollars in $30 history book. The more hard lessons you can learn vicariously rather than through your own hard experience, the better. One should recognize reality even when one doesn't like it. You need to have a passionate interest in why things are happening. That cast of mind, kept over long periods, gradually improves your ability to focus on reality. If you don't have the cast of mind, you're destined for failure even if you have a high IQ. We insist on a lot of time being available almost every day to just sit and think. That is very uncommon in American business. We read and think. People calculate too much and think too little. So the good ideas are a wonderful way to suffer terribly if you overdo them. Remember that just because other people agree or disagree with you doesn't make you right or wrong. The only thing that matters is the correctness of your analysis and judgment. I'm passionate about wisdom. I'm passionate about accuracy and some kinds of curiosity. People who cannot be alone with their own thoughts are terrible candidates to become successful investors. Forgetting your mistakes is a terrible error if you're trying to improve your cognition. Nothing is easier than self-deceit, for what each man wishes that he also believes to be true. You must force yourself to consider arguments on the other side. Stay within a well-defined circle of competence. If something is too hard, we move on to something else. What could be simpler than that? We have to have a special insight, or we'll put it in the too tough basket. How to find a good spouse? The best single way is to deserve a good spouse. Envy is a really stupid sin because it's the only one you could never possibly have any fun at. Well, luckily, I had the idea at a very early age that the safest way to try to get what you want is to try to deserve what you want. The iron rule of nature is, you get what you reward for. If you want ants to come, you put sugar on the floor. Show me the incentive and I'll show you the outcome. The world is not yet a crazy enough place to reward a whole bunch of undeserving people. It takes character to sit with all that cash and to do nothing. I didn't get top where I am by going after mediocre opportunities. Good ideas are rare. When the odds are greatly in your favor, bet heavily. Opportunity doesn't come often, so seize it when it does. Opportunity meeting the prepared mind, that's the game. A lot of people with high IQs are terrible investors because they've got terrible temperaments. Having a certain kind of temperament is more important than brains. You need to keep raw, irrational emotion under control. You need patience, discipline, and the ability to take losses or extreme success without going crazy. I want to think about things where I have an advantage over others. I don't play in a game where other people are wise and I am stupid. I look for a game where I am wise and they are stupid. And believe me, it works better. God bless our stupid competitors, they make us rich. Acquire worldly wisdom and adjust your behavior accordingly. If your new behavior gives you a little temporary unpopularity with your peer group, then to hell with them. We all are learning, modifying, or destroying ideas all the time. Rapid destruction of your ideas when the time is right is one of the most valuable qualities you can acquire. Remember that reputation and integrity are your most valuable assets and can be lost in a heartbeat. Own your work and compound credibility. Take a simple idea and take it seriously. Whenever you think that some situation or some person is ruining your life, it's actually you who are ruining your life. Feeling like a victim is a perfectly disastrous way to go through life. However bad it is in any way, it's always your fault, and you just fix it as best you can. All I want to know is where I'm going to die, so I'll never go there. The best armor of old age is a well-spent life perfecting it. It's not supposed to be easy. Anyone who finds it easy is stupid. No man's life should be accounted a happy one until it is over. Man is imperfect. Limited capacity brain easily drifts into working with what's easily available to it. I observe what works and what doesn't and why. I never allow myself to hold an opinion on anything that I don't know the other side's argument better than they do. It is remarkable how much long-term advantage we have gotten by trying to be consistently not stupid instead of trying to be very intelligent. Our job is to find a few intelligent things to do, not to keep up with every damn thing in the world. Above all, never fool yourself, and remember that you are the easiest person to fool. Charlie Munger was more than Warren Buffett's longtime partner at Berkshire Hathaway. He was one of the sharpest thinkers of the modern era. A lawyer by training and an investor by practice, Munger built his reputation not merely on financial acumen, but on the clarity of his thinking, his wit, and his ability to cut through complexity. He championed the idea of lifelong learning, urging people to read constantly, think independently, and avoid the common traps of self-deception. Munger's wisdom was not confined to investing. It extended to judgment, decision-making, and living a life of integrity. His principles are deceptively simple, brutally honest, and enduringly practical. He taught that success often comes not from brilliance, but from avoiding stupidity, from patience, and from consistently doing the right things over long periods of time. Munger's philosophy remains a timeless guide for anyone seeking wisdom, wealth, and a well-lived life.